from the bottom to the top. Once we start, we don't stop. It's Esskimo Cold Beats, and today I'm going to talk you through how to start your own beat selling business. Now, notice how I said we're going to start a beat selling business, and we're not going to sell beats. Just selling beats is something that anyone can do because that can randomly happen. You know, someone could just like a beat and buy it, but that's the end of that. You know, unless they come back again, that's the end of that. So what we really need to be looking at is starting a business that once you get to a certain point runs itself, so you can go anywhere you want in the world with your laptop and carry on working, and when you go to sleep, beats can be sold and you can wake up to more money. Now that's the idea of starting a beat selling business. Now it's not easy, but it doesn't have to be hard either. There are things you can do and you can set up and put in place that means that you only have to work for a certain amount of time before your system works for you. Once that system works for you, you know, the idea of getting rich is that you've got multiple sources of income, so you can take your brand that you're building off your beats and sell other things or do other things that are going to result in more income. So we'll just stick with the beats for this one. Now to start off, you're going to need a good collection of beats. 10 beats, 20 beats isn't really going to, well, maybe 20 beats, but definitely if you're around the 10 beats mark, people are just going to look at your collection and think, oh, he doesn't put in work. Now they might buy one of those 10 beats, but if it looks like you're not ongoingly building up your collection, they're not going to check back, you know, if you're not updating with new beats often. So you've definitely got to have a collection of beats there. You need to make a decision. Now this is the most important step. You need to decide that this is what you're going to do. Often we think we've made a decision, but we haven't. Now this has to be a conscious decision. A decision that no matter what happens, no matter how hard it gets, I'm going to build this beat selling business, or otherwise I promise you, you're going to fall off, and you're going to fall off pretty soon. So once you've decided and you fully know that everything you're going to commit in the next 6 months to 2 years to 3 years, however long it's going to take you for whatever vision you've got with it, this needs to be a commitment and a conscious decision that you're going to stick to. Build a website. This is so important. Again, if you haven't got somewhere that is your own, where you can direct people to, you're basically on websites with a lot of competition. Now, they may have better beats than you or whatever else, but it's not good to have your beats next to somebody else's beats, because it could be a case that they click yours, they really like it, but they want to carry on looking and find something that fits them more, or they forget who you were to go back and get the beat that they liked. So you need to be building your own website. Now this doesn't have to be a complicated process. There's a lot of different service providers out there that are going to provide you everything you need to get started, and it doesn't have to be a complicated website. The more simple but classier that it looks, the more success you're going to have with the website. So don't overcomplicate things. You know, have your beats player there, have links to all your relevant stuff, you know, so just make it look nice. That's pretty much all you're going to need. I see producers do too much with their website, and I personally, when I go on there, I'm like, oh, there's just too much going on here. So yeah, do that. But you need to be uploading your beats on every single website that you can think of, just for the promotion. Now SoundCloud, YouTube, SoundClick, BeatStars, Reverb Nation, Beat Brokers, websites like this. Definitely avoid a rock battle. Avoid it. And you can ask any producer that's been doing this a while and knows what they're doing. You know, most of them are going to say the same thing, and I won't go into it, just take my word for it. Avoid rockbattle.com. Right. You need to be built, well, we'll stick with that point a sec, we'll stay with that. Now the reason you want to be uploading to all these sites is not necessarily to sell beats on these sites. These sites are going to be an extra place where someone can hear your stuff. or buy, like they may buy from these sites, but like I say, that's not your aim. You're either wanting to direct people from there to your website or capture their emails there. Now, it also has a good bearing in SEO. If you don't know what that is, that's basically SEO of your website is how many other websites link to it, how many other websites contain your stuff on them to make you more relevant on search engines like Google. Now that's very important. So what you're going to need to do is pick a keyword that you want to smash. You know, picking multiple. You may have a list of buy beats, buy rap beats for sale. You know, a list of 20 different phrases. But if you're not specific with any of them, you're not going to come up with. You're not going to come up on search engine results for anything. So focus on one keyword or key phrase at a time and just smash it, absolutely smash it. Get a lot of backlinks out there on different websites so that when people search that term on Google, you're going to show up on the first page. That's something that I'm still working on. I get an SEO report every month or so, and at the moment I'm 70% towards being on the front page of Google for my key phrase. So I've still got work to do on that. But ask any producer that is running a business. The money is in the list, and the list is an email list. So what you need to be doing is building up a list of emails of people who are artists. If you're selling beats, you need to be building a list of emails for artists. Now, you can't just, well, you can, but people aren't going to sign up to your list just because you ask them to. There has to be an incentive as to why they want to be on your list. So this could be, you could offer some free beats, say sign up for my list and get these free beats, or you could have some other kind of incentive that you think an artist would be into, like you could have a short guide on how to get extra promotion as an artist or whatever. Just think outside the box where you can. Just try and build up your email list as you go along, because with that email list then you can just send an email blast whenever you drop a new beat, a new video or whatever else, and that is direct traffic to, that is a direct message sent to people who have already shown interest in you and or your stuff. Now, to build an email list, you're going to need an email capture form. The industry standard is Aweber. You'll find that most producers are using Aweber for this, so obviously I would recommend that. That's what I use as well. It just does the hard work for you. It's got a built-in interface for you to design your messages. You can send up a series of follow-up emails, so they sign up for your list. Aweber automatically sends them the beats that they've signed up for. Then one day later it might send them an email to ask them a few questions. 2 days after that it might send them another email to ask them some more questions. You're building up a relationship. Now when they answer your questions, you may be sending an email that's premeditated and everybody gets, but when they reply to those, it's coming directly to you. So that's when you get to build a genuine relationship with that person. Now that's email marketing. We're going to go a bit more into marketing on social networks in general. This is your Facebook and your Twitter, you know, websites like that. Don't go on there with the idea of just selling beats. Just too often I see people on Twitter and Facebook like, buy my beats, buy my beats, buy my beats. People like to buy but don't like to be sold to, and that's something that I live by. That really sat home with me when I heard that saying, and I've stuck to it ever since. I don't try and sell my beats, I just put them out there, and hopefully I can build a relationship, a genuine relationship. This isn't a relationship you think, oh well, if I make them think that I'm a cool guy, they gotta buy beats. This is a genuine thing. People know when you're being genuine, so really you've got to believe your beats are going to be a large factor in an artist's success if they use your beats. You've got to genuinely think that from your heart. Now, when you think that in your heart, when you approach these artists, you are really coming from a place where you want them to do well, because you want to give them these beats that are going to switch up their career and get them noticed more. You've got to be also offering more than just the beats, because there's so many producers out there selling beats that you need to be hitting them with something that they can't get anywhere else, or they can but is not as high of a caliber as what you're providing. Now I'll do these informational vids. You know, there's a few things I'll do. I won't go too far into it because we've all got our own way of doing things. You know, I'm basically giving you my startup business model. Anything after that, I'm gonna keep to myself, obviously, because that's my business. But I am giving you a lot of information here on how to start up and give you the basics. So yeah, when you're building relationships, just come from a place of wanting to help people. Genuinely wanting to help people. Now, most of my sales, even though I've got all these other things going on with them, most of my regular customers and my people that I really appreciate and really put food on my plate are people that I've genuinely, you know, just talked to. It doesn't always have to be about music. I've got people that, you know, will just bust jokes at each other and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a serious relationship all the time. You want to be friends. You want to be friends with these people. You want these people to, when they see you online, pop up and be like, oh, what's up? You know, and when you see them, you pop up like, what's up? Building relationships is going to be a big key in you selling beats. And your branding, of course. Branding is so important. I put something out on Facebook yesterday about branding, which was like, let's say someone's rap name or producer name isn't just their name for that. That is a brand name. Now, if you build a strong brand name, you can put that name on any product or any service, and people are going to see what's attached to your brand is going to carry over to the next. If your brand is known for achieving results, helping people out, just making the whole world easier, whatever, they know that anything from you, anything with your name on it, is going to be a serious product that can sort out their problems. And this is what we're doing here. This is how businesses work. This is how things get sold. People buy things and buy services to, you know, solve their problems. Now, you need to work out what problem you're trying to solve, how you can monetize that and put that out into the world. Now, this is the art of making money online, is solving problems with a product or service. Right, let's see, what have I think I've pretty much covered most of what you're going to need. Pretty much all of what you're going to need. It is not, like I say, it's not as hard as you think. And you don't have to make it harder than it is. And it is basically the things I've told you, that is the startup of your business. Once you've got those things in place and you keep working it in, you'll develop a system where it just starts to sell for you. People respect the brand. Word of mouth happens because you're doing good things for good people. It's gonna be a good look if you do it the right way and you do all the things that I've said. It's gonna work out for you. So yeah, I'd like you to like, comment and subscribe. I'm putting out a lot of these videos, you know, just to help people out and solve some problems. But all this advice on here I give out is absolutely free. You know, it's not going to cost you anything to like or subscribe back. So if you could do that for me, that would be great. Right, from the bottom to the top, once we start, we don't stop. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.